should invite Joe Rogan onto the podcast.
Yeah, you want
to? I tried to invite Bill Murray the other day.
Dude, is that what that was? That email?
Yeah.
What was that about?
I saw a commercial during the Super Bowl, and he put his email. He put his email address from Yahoo. So I tried to reach out through there, and he was responding with like automated videos.
This is the Beers and BS podcast, sponsored by one of the locals, Under the Sun Inserts, Brewport Coffee House and Brewport Cafe. And now here's your hosts, Adrian, Joe, and Mike.
Hit it.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Beers and BS, the podcast. We are your hosts. That's Mike D. Whoop, whoop. I'm Adrian. We got our producer down in Tennessee representing Gabe.
Gabe.
What's up, Gabe?
What's up, guys?
As you guys might notice, if you're watching at home or in your car or at work, or wherever it is that you guys watch, you see that we're missing Joey tonight. We're a man down. Joey couldn't make it. Scheduling conflict. He is Joey's expanding his coffee empire at the moment, and so he's busy with that. And congratulations to Joey and Keith on the new spot, and best of luck to you. But pinch hitting, all right, for our man Joey.
Yep. Next man up.
All right. Is a special guest. We got a special guest tonight, and he goes affectionately by our cousin Vinny.
Vinny.
You guys heard us talk about our cousin Vinny many, many times before in this pod. Our cousin Vinny has taken very good care of us over the years. We like to go to games together. Our cousin Vinny's always got the latest beer.
Concerts, games.
Yeah, he's always hooking us up with the latest beer. A lot of times when we talk about what we're drinking, it's always something from our cousin Vinny. So not only is he our cousin, but he's one of our best friends, family. And Mike and I, right? We've been rock steady since 4 years old. But Vinny, Vinny's been there since 8 years old. So many memories with our cousin Vinny, with this man right here. And it's kind of criminal that it's taken this long to get you on this pod. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's a pleasure to be here, and thank you guys. And so far you guys doing a great job. So unfortunately, they had to bring me to the first podcast at my ex-wife's boyfriend's bar. But we won't hold that against you guys at all.
But you know what, dude? We knew you were cool with it.
Good, Mike. We love you.
Yeah, we knew you were cool with it. As you guys, as Vinny just so nicely mentioned and brought up, that we're not at our usual spot. We're not at Brewport. We're at Painters once again. Special thanks to Baz and Chuckles for allowing us to come back and record here. We'll probably be recording here again next week, just for similar reasons. But once again, if that's the case, guys, if we're going to be, you guys listening now, we'll probably be recording here next Wednesday. So if you guys want to come around 8:00, maybe, jump on or something,
Yeah.
Say you got a question in person or whatever the case may be. But
and right, a big shout out to Painters. Thank you very much. We appreciate everything you do for us.
Painters in Brookhaven. Can't say it enough.
Down.
Seriously, some of the best times of my life. Vinny was here too. Vinny was here back in the day. Vinny used to work here as well.
Wow.
Yeah. Vinny was
can't talk about some of those days.
Vinny used to work the door. Vinny was one of the bouncers. He was holding it down back in the day. But seriously, welcome, Vinny. Thanks for coming on, man. Thanks for jumping
Always,
on.
bro.
Yeah.
Couldn't wait to get here.
I'm glad we actually put a face to the name. They heard his name 1,000 times.
Yes.
Now they're acquainted. Just like Barb when we brought Barb on the show.
Yes.
It was cool.
People know. Gabe, you met Vinny down in Tennessee, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Briefly, but
Yes, we did.
Very briefly.
yep. But you guys met. Vinny, we start every episode. We tell the audience what we're drinking. Usually it's something provided by you. But tonight that's not the case. Do you want to kick that off? What are you drinking, buddy?
Oh, drinking White Claw tonight.
Yeah, good for you. Keep it in the family. Mike, what do you got tonight?
I got a Captain Morgan and Diet Coke. I'm off the beer for tonight.
Yeah, just for tonight?
Yeah. Give me some liquor.
Okay.
I'm a rum bum.
I'm going to be honest. When Mike mentioned that, when Mike was going to the bar to get his drink and he's asked me what I wanted and he said that's what he was getting, I got the same thing. And that is something that Mike and I, we drink, ironically. It's just weird, right? That we drink the same drink. But
that's always been your go-to, though.
Yeah, always.
Why don't you just get a large and then share it with 2 straws?
Oh.
Just get it over with.
We get them as large as they come. I'll be honest with you.
You know, it's really good. His wife drinks it too, so it's nice and easy when we go up to the bar. But yeah, but I think I might go back to beer right after this one.
All right.
Yeah.
Does it taste any different with regular Coke? Why is it diet?
You know what it is? Because it's regular Coke to me. It's just so sweet.
Too sweet.
Yeah, it's just because the rum's sweet already.
The rum, it's,
Yeah.
it makes it too sweet.
Yeah, it's just a little too sweet, and I don't know. I guess maybe
Makes you feel
cut a couple calories if you
Well,
can.
if
Right?
you get off that sugar, you won't have as bad as a hangover, right?
That's what they say.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that's my theory. Anyway.
I really don't get too hungover on these. Right?
Oh, no, because it's
Yeah.
diet, you know. So
Yeah,
it's just brown liquor. You know?
I guess that's the reason. Gabe, you're not drinking, right?
No, still not drinking. Just plain old water for me.
Good for you, Vinny. I don't know if you've been keeping up on the pod lately, but Gabe has been on this massive journey of weight loss, and he's been, what are you down, 20, 30 pounds?
Oh,
I'm
almost
down
40.
a little over 35 pounds right now.
35 pounds
Good
since
for you, bro.
what,
How do you feel? Feel better?
Thanks.
Thanksgiving, right?
Since around Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
He's on the journey.
That's
Hey, whatever makes you feel better. If that makes you feel good, then
absolutely.
Well,
No,
the main reason why I started doing it is because I picked up a gig. I do videography on the side, and it's mostly off-road stuff. So this job that I picked up in July is going to be in California, in Northern California, on the Rubicon Trail. And when I do these shoots, I'm mostly on foot, and these trails can be up to 10 miles. And it's a lot of hiking up mountains
Christ.
and all this other stuff. So I needed to lose weight so I can actually survive this trip.
You ain't kidding. Even if you're fit, that sounds like a fucking
yeah,
rough trip.
I
It
agree.
is. It is. Because my camera rig is about 7 to 10 pounds.
Yo,
I'm
how'd you
carrying
like
that
that?
with me the entire time.
That Ninja. What was it?
What did you say? An air fryer? Portable
Yeah,
air
yeah,
fryer?
yeah. The Ninja
Yeah.
portable air fryer. I thought of you when I saw it. I was like, this guy could take it in the trails and shit. And, you know, he's always talking about air frying and everything.
What do? You just charge it?
I guess so. Did you look into it, Gabe, or no?
No, not really. Just because I know if I looked into it and I thought it was neat, I'd definitely buy it. And I can't afford it right now.
Yeah, you just redid your studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking in the background right now.
no, that
I
looks
spent
really
a lot of
nice.
money redoing the studio.
What? How many guns you got that back behind you?
So I have three of my ARs and 3 pistols, 4 pistols.
We'd get raided
that's-
in New York if you had that in your
Oh my
background.
God.
I don't think you even get the ammunition.
No way.
Yeah. So the top one is my truck gun. That stock folds on that one, and then the one in the middle is my battle rifle.
Battle.
The one
Who
on
you
the bottom.
battling?
The bottom one is that's what they call it,
17-year-old
a battle
kids.
rifle.
Those solicitors, come knocking on the
You
door.
just punch him in the stomach, Gabe. It's all right.
That's just part of my collection. Everything else is in the safe.
Now, what do we got?
I thought the Knicks weren't playing on MSG. Or they're just the Islanders.
Yeah, no, Knicks. Yeah, why wouldn't they be on MSG?
I thought, it's the Islanders and just the Rangers are not playing?
What Rangers
Just
play?
a cable contract.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a
I don't
big
know because I have.
dispute right now.
I don't know DirecTV.
Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So very cool. They look good. Hopefully they stay up there, and you don't need to take them down for any reason.
Yeah, hopefully.
But the studio looks good, Gabe. You did a good job.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
not, dude. I mean, you knocked that out over the weekend.
Yeah, I started taking everything apart. I had this whole office emptied by Thursday. No, I'm sorry, by Friday evening. I started to paint Friday, later that evening on Friday, and then I finished painting Sunday morning. I ran out of paint, to be honest with you. And then,
Well, because you painted the ceiling.
yeah. But yeah, I just finished. Well, I'm not finished, but I just finished putting things together yesterday.
You ever do that, Vin? You ever paint the ceiling the same color as the walls? Like when
I've never done that.
No.
Is that black?
Black.
It's a variation of black. It's like a chalkboard black, almost a
Well,
gray.
at least you didn't have to worry about cutting in or doing anything. So
No,
that made
makes
it
it
easy,
easy.
right? Just roll
Yeah.
away. Just roll that shit up.
You still.
Well,
you
I
still
just cut the
that, right?
baseboards.
Oh, and the windows.
Yeah, the baseboards and the windows.
Yeah.
The door.
Yeah, but at least not the ceiling.
No, I know that's the worst part.
Well,
Vinny's,
the worst part was I had to take my ceiling fan down. and then I forgot how to put it back together because I threw away the instructions 2 years ago. So that was
It's
fun.
like 2 wires, right?
Yeah, it's like 3 wires and a hook, right?
Yeah, but the actual assembly part, like taking all the
taking
pieces
it down,
that, like, you know,
Yeah, the cover and
Yeah.
How dirty was it?
you should video it every time you take something apart. Video it so you know how to, you know.
it wasn't really that dirty.
Put it back together.
I mean, it's a new house, and that ceiling fan's only been in for about 1.5 years.
Well, you did a good job. Looks good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, guys, I we weren't around. We had to take last week off. That was on me. That was my fault. I was down with the sickness.
Damn.
Bad. And I mean, it's kind of sweeping the nation. And I read yesterday that I think I forgot what the percentage was, but the flu is up, like just skyrocketing. You know what I mean? Across country. I forgot what the numbers were. That's what I had last week. I had the flu. I had 104 fever at one point. It was.
Do you play detective when you get sick and like who got me sick and where, you know, where?
Nah, see, at that point, it doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? I used to do that. I used to sit there and think like, where did I pick this up from?
Right.
I'm going to say probably 8 out of 10 times, anytime I get sick,
Gym?
I feel like it's got to be the gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm around
That's
so many
true,
people.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
that equipment is not wiped down every time.
Yeah, not every time. I mean, a lot of time it is. But my wife, she's a school teacher, so she's getting sick all the time from the kids. You know what I mean? And then, even kids in school and stuff.
Yeah, bringing stuff home.
Oh my God.
But any of you guys know anybody who's been sick lately? Well, you said your brother was, right?
Oh, my brother was deadly sick. Yeah, same thing.
Really?
He blamed it on my little guy, though.
Yeah.
He yelled at him the other day. He's like, "Oh, you got me sick." He was like, "I wasn't even sick."
It doesn't matter. They're all over each other in school and shit. And
Oh yeah.
germs everywhere, right?
Yeah, I know. But it's like, do you guys ever get a flu shot?
I did previously. I didn't get it this year.
Yeah, I've never gotten one.
I'm almost at that age where like they're telling you to get one, right?
I guess.
I don't know, Gabe. Above 50, you got to get one, or is it 60? What is it?
I don't know, but if any doctor suggests you get a vaccine that you don't need, I would change doctors.
Here we go.
So you're not getting a flu shot, Gabe?
No. Because they're guessing. They don't know what variant of the flu they're shooting in you. They don't know what variant of the flu is going to be around that
Well,
season.
I actually heard this year there's 2 variants going around hurting people. So, you may get it again,
But
a different
dude,
strain
I haven't had the flu. I can't remember. I mean, it's been a long time.
since you were a
I
little
feel
kid, right?
It's been, I don't know about little. I mean, I definitely was an adult. I'm saying, but it's been a long time. It's been years, So
you want to know how long
Yeah.
it's been since I've actually been sick with even a sniffle, like a cold or anything? Since 2017, I haven't been sick.
wow, that's good. You didn't get COVID?
Nope. And I traveled. I went through 17 different states during COVID. I traveled that much during COVID, and I never got sick.
Wow, that's
a good run.
Yeah, that's a real good run.
God
Knock
bless
on
you.
wood.
Real good run. Yeah, you're getting yourself, in shape, healthy, even healthier. Good for you.
Yeah. You know what, though?
yeah.
It's really sucked. My friend Matt got sick recently, really bad. His wife brought her home. She's a pharmacist. So, of course, people that are sick go to her and she gets sick.
From China.
China.
The China
So
virus.
that's how a lot of it starts, too, is just handing it off to other people from other people that you unknowingly interacted with.
Yeah, dude, it sucked. I gotta be honest. Today's like the first day I really felt kind of like myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even past couple days. It sucked. I was all like, bummed because I didn't want to Super Bowl. I didn't want to be like, fucking lame.
Did you lose any weight during it?
I don't think so.
That could be a bonus.
If so, you want me to drink out of your drink? Huh?
Salute.
Oh, so I didn't even ask you. Were you home for the Super Bowl? Or did you go to that party or not?
No, I went to Rick's house.
You did? You got everyone else sick?
Yeah. No, I was good. But like, I'm talking about I still kind of just felt like, it's like lethargic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It kicked my ass. But yeah. Anyway, so speaking of Super Bowl, guys, it's over.
It's over.
Season's over. But like I said, season's been over for us for fucking months.
Yeah.
All right. Season's over, and I still say fuck Philly.
You ain't kidding. Fuck Philly.
But
But
with that being said, that was a dominant performance
by who? Not Saquon.
by Philadelphia.
Okay, by Philly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Their
dude.
defense was fucking
Yeah,
smothering
look,
Pat Mahomes.
I hate Philly.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm saying you can't take it away from them. I mean, that was a dominant performance.
Well, the one thing I could take away from them is Saquon Barkley. He ran like he ran for the Giants for the last 5 years. You know what I mean? What did he wind up with? 70 yards?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure the number, but you knew that was going to happen, right? You knew they were kind of like putting it on Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean?
Which was a big mistake because Jalen Hurts stepped the fuck up.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, you think about what both of their game plans worked, right? So Philly came in and said, "Hey, we're going to stop the pass. We're only going to rush 4."
Ooh. And that 4 was dominant.
Right?
Oh, my God.
Kansas City came in and said, "Hey, we're going to stop the run, beat us with the pass."
Yeah.
And they
that's
did.
exactly what happened.
You got to stop pounding that table.
Oh. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got this is giddy talk right here. You know what I mean?
Jalen Hurts dropped a couple of dimes.
But that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. And then he ran a lot, too. I think he had more yards on the ground than Saquon.
Maybe if Saquon got around, he was close to that number. Dude, he looked great. You know what I mean? He looked great. And if that was Spagnuolo's, game plan was to stop Saquon, he did it. Did a great job, but they couldn't stop Jalen Hurts. He's got there's a lot of weapons, man. He's got a lot of weapons to throw to and stuff.
I think the problem was Philly's D. You said, they were rushing 4.
4, dude.
Pat Mahomes got sacked, 6 times?
6 times.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy needs time to throw the ball. If he had none, bro.
They didn't
that
blitz
one scramble,
once.
right? That was crazy, bro. Crazy.
Running for his life.
Oh my God. I'm like, look at this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
And I think there was a penalty, so it didn't even matter.
Yeah.
But
it was nuts.
They put a lot of pressure on him.
Oh man.
A lot of pressure. And they were saying kind of was like reminiscent of when the Giants were putting that pressure on Brady.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Well,
Right?
that's it. It throws them off,
Absolutely,
off the
dude.
rocket.
You know what I'm saying? If this guy can't throw, you know what I mean?
Useless.
But it was, that first half, I couldn't believe it.
I watched that guy Carter, but the defensive tackle.
Yeah.
I just watched him the whole
Staring,
game.
yeah.
Just a beast, dude.
Dominating.
Dominant, just throwing people around.
Dude, what about this rookie, man? Cooper DeJean? This guy,
yeah. He came up big with a pick six, right?
I can't believe that was his first interception of the season because I feel like he was all over the place all year. He had a great season.
It was his birthday too.
And it was his birthday.
They said he's the first person in the Super Bowl on his birthday to have a pick 6 in history.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dude, I think he just turned 22, this kid. You imagine?
Did you see the footage of him in high school dunking in basketball?
Dunking. Yeah.
Like what?
I did. I saw that the other day. That was insane.
Yeah.
He's not that big. He doesn't look that big out there.
No.
But
no.
I mean, how tall is he? He's 5'11". He's not like 6 foot, right?
No, I think he's probably 6 foot. I don't know exactly. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know exactly. Watching his highlights of him dunking,
that pass was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
It went right to him.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
He had nowhere to throw the ball, bro.
Yeah,
You gotta
don't
think
throw it to the defense.
Think about that. You're talking, there's 7 other guys back there. They dropped in coverage. They
He's
only
6
rushed
foot
4.
even.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's 7 guys.
Everybody was smothered back there.
Everybody was covered. You only got 4 receivers, right?
But now, is that like, were they doing that whole season? Were they only rushing? Like, was that part of their package? Like, they were doing
the
that?
best defense in the NFL.
I knew that. I'm saying, but were they, to be that effective
I don't
rushing
think they
4
were that
guys?
dominant. No.
Excuse me.
I don't know. I don't really watch Philly games. When they're on, I turn them off.
It just didn't look like that Kansas City had no idea what to do.
No. We all picked, we texted before the game. We all picked Kansas City to win.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, everyone, you thought, hey, you want Philly to put up a good game, and everyone thought, I think Kansas City.
I did reverse psychology when it came to betting on the apps. So I bet Philly and the over, and hoping that I would lose because I'm a horrible gambler, and Kansas City would win. But I wound up winning a few bucks because I didn't.
So Philly came through for you.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
You're a Philly fan, bro.
Yeah.
Deep down.
Good for you.
I had a couple of prop bets, scoring every quarter. Philly, first touchdown scored would be a Philly touchdown. So I hit a couple of prop bets. It was all right,
Huge.
a couple of shuckles.
Now,
I was a little nervous about the over,
Yeah, because Kansas City wasn't scoring.
wasn't scoring.
Yeah.
I figured Philly was going to try and run it
I was
out,
like,
go into the second
what the
quarter.
fuck, bro?
what was the over?
Like, I think 47.5, right?
Yeah.
So when Philly, look at, dude, right? So Kansas
know.
City came back. They just scored a quick 22 points.
Yeah.
Covered
the over.
Such bullshit.
Loaded up.
Bullshit.
It really is such bullshit, man. And when they were going for 2, I was like, oh my God, all these people with boxes and stuff
Yeah.
losing their minds.
Yeah. fucking them up. Yeah. My buddy bought a couple boxes. He did good. $1,600. I was like, what?
Nice. That's nice.
I was in a couple of boxes. I didn't look at the numbers that I had.
I'm sure you would have got a call, right?
That's what I figured. I figured if I would have won, someone would have texted me or called me. But I got nothing.
I was in, my wife was in a few boxes at work. We were like fundraiser with my son's lacrosse team. Nothing.
Nothing.
No. Just contributed to the,
What'd you think about the Super Bowl commercials?
It's funny. I really wasn't paying attention too much to the commercials. We were kind of like where I was. We're at my son's friend's house, my son's friend's parents' house. And we were kind of just sitting, we were like around their island, you know what I mean? Just bullshit. I mean, I'm watching the game, but like it's when it came down to commercials, I didn't really pay attention too much. So any stand out to you?
Not really. I gotta be honest with you. And me personally, I have Hulu, so I don't know. Sometimes Hulu plays their own ads during commercials, so I don't see the commercials that I guess nationally broadcast on cable television.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, do that on YouTube TV too. Yeah.
So I didn't see like Elon Musk's commercial that he was supposed to do like four.
No, that was a false report. He was never going to have a commercial.
Are you kidding me?
Nope. That was
false.
Report.
Fake news.
Yep.
What kind of bullshit is that? And then
this is the one that I fucking struggled with. Is the cowboy hat guy?
Oh, that is a weird fucking commercial.
Yeah, what was that for again? What was that?
It was weird.
It was a Tubi commercial.
Tubi, yeah. See, that's you should remember what brand the commercial was for.
Right.
Like
that's their whole point.
It was for. I remember that commercial with the hat, but
it didn't sink in.
No.
Um,
Unfortunately, I thought one of the good commercials was a competitive of mine with the pickleball one. What's his name? There was the older people playing pickleball.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, it was a beer commercial.
No, I don't.
But it was pretty good. I thought that was funny.
I didn't catch that.
That was, oh God, what's his name?
What's his name?
William Dafoe.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Willem Dafoe did a beer commercial.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's an odd.
For the ultras.
Oh, we're kind of at a high level.
Fascinating.
You guys sure you want this? Please, sure.
What? Oh shit!
It was pretty funny.
He was. I just saw the movie Nosferatu.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah, he was in it.
How was that?
It was. I liked it.
My daughter once saw it. She said it was pretty good. A little gory.
Yeah, well, I'm into vampires. Period. I watch every vampire movie except for that teenage bullshit. But I thought it was good.
Yeah. That's a classic.
And it kept to the story. Like he calls him for business and blah blah blah. I don't want to give it away, but I mean, if you've seen it before.
We've seen the original.
I saw bits and pieces. My father-in-law was a big
scary
fan.
as fuck.
Yeah,
that Nosferatu was fucking scary.
Oh yeah.
This one, he was a beast, but it didn't really scare me.
A little bit.
No,
not
at all.
All right. So, speaking of commercials, right now, you guys, anybody happen to catch the halftime show?
I was smoking weed during the halftime show. I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah,
I thought it was okay.
Stepped out.
The problem that I had with it was the mix was just bad. Like I literally could not hear the vocals that great, and for it to be such a good, expensive production, it was just a very bad mix.
Look, I'm a fan of Kendrick Lamar. I really am. This guy just won 5 Grammys for his last record. I wasn't the biggest fan of that last album. You know what I mean? I liked the other one a lot better. He did a lot of the songs from that album that I'm talking about that, were good. I just come to the realization that I don't think I like these guys live. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the way they sound on their, on their record or on their CD or whatever. Yeah,
it's,
you know what I mean?
Totally different.
Yeah, but just when they perform live,
I can see that.
It's just
it does nothing for you.
Yeah, it really doesn't. You know what I mean? I'm not in. I don't know.
Most of America didn't really like. You see all over the internet, they were dogging them.
It is.
Oh yeah, it was pretty bad.
But I'm saying it's pretty fucking 50-50, right? It's either you loved it and you're like, oh my God, it was so powerful, and this and that, or then it was like, this sucked.
Well, they were comparing it to the Usher.
And Usher did a good show. I thought,
Usher brought in other, he brought in other artists.
Who's the girl that he brought in?
He brought in Serena Williams. I didn't even know Serena Williams was in there. Did you?
But I saw it. No, I saw her dancing. But like, that was just what? Just to get back at this to diss Drake?
Yeah, I mean,
Gabe, is that the word?
Drake.
That's the again.
Serena Williams being there. That was what? Just to diss Drake?
Apparently, she used to date him a long time ago.
I never heard of that, but what do I know?
So there's a lot of symbolism that was supposedly going on with this. The bell bottoms.
Yes.
Is symbolic of Drake's last name. Real last name is Bell. Drake Bell. So he wore bell bottoms.
Who gives a fuck about that?
Yeah. There's too much just fucking sing the song or whatever and get the fuck off the stage. I don't need your fucking
I didn't watch it, but was he trying to put across political message as well?
I don't think so. I didn't see one.
I mean, Samuel L. Jackson dressed up as Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he was going, somewhere with that.
Did you pick up on the message? What was the message?
That I don't know, but I didn't pick up on any of this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not that much of a fan, I guess, or I don't know what's going on. I don't, there's supposedly
the beef between him and fucking
gigantic
Drake.
beef between him and Drake, and like they're just putting diss tracks out on each other, and I'm not up on it. I don't know.
No.
So they did this part with the flag, but I mean, I think this is fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. I mean, it looks like patriotism to me more than anything.
But is there something we're missing with that? That's my kind of thought was,
I mean,
did that flag?
There wasn't anything that I saw that I was offended by. I wasn't offended by anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
it just wasn't entertaining.
It just was like,
So, we were talking before, and I was saying, I heard Jay-Z is the guy that picks all these acts for the
it's
NFL.
His company.
So
now, got the contract for all NFL Super Bowl halftime shows.
I thought this was like an Apple production. Man, we talked about this like a couple weeks ago. This wasn't Apple. I feel like
it might have been sponsored by Apple, but Jay-Z is the guy that fucking handles the
Yeah,
talent.
there was an article out today. I don't know if Gabe could look it up, but there was an article today about that. The name of the company and what company it is. They said it was
it's Apple Music and Rock Nation. So it's a collaboration. Yeah. So it was a collaboration. Jay-Z gets to pick. Jay-Z picks the artist. He picks
the artist and collaborates on what it's going to look like.
So, dude, this guy's in bed with Apple.
Oh yeah, well,
he's
Apple
in bed with everybody. Yeah, like we said, I don't want to skip to the other segment.
Yeah.
But they're the king and queen of the entertainment industry right now. Yeah. They got their hands in everything.
We were saying it, man. It's like there's a handful of people running this world.
Yeah,
and I guess he's one of them.
He is definitely one of them.
Yeah. So whatever. I mean, I'm not gonna say I hated it, but I just didn't get it. Like everybody, as far as like listening, just to being entertained. As far as listening to music, I thought it sounded okay. You know what I mean? I don't know if I would go, to a Kendrick Lamar concert.
I just, the whole thing. I was just kept waiting for, that surprise.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
yeah, like someone else to come out and to have someone the whole entire time like that. I mean,
well, he had that female singer. What that's
SZA?
C-Z-A. I don't know.
SZA.
But that had a meaning also, didn't it?
I think she used to date Drake too.
Yeah, she used to date. Yeah. That's
really.
What I'm saying. So.
He brings out all his exes.
Excuse me.
So I was listening to a radio show and they were talking about maybe would you entertain this, that if they brought out a comedian at halftime, how would you feel about that?
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
You
know what I mean? Maybe even a mix. You know what I mean? Somebody, like playing a little music to, as an intro. You know what I mean? And then somebody comes out there, does a quick, 10-minute set, and then, put music on again. You know what I mean? Somebody play it out.
These guys are so creative and they're so good that there's, a plethora of fucking information that they can use and just burn everybody that,
Can you imagine though? So like, sorry.
Bill Belichick and his girlfriend. Tom Brady and his jujitsu baby. You know what I mean? Like the jokes just make themselves,
I'm saying, but like, so you got Kendrick Lamar come, out there, he's rapping, he's singing, and then you got like Chappelle come out.
Oh right? My God.
That would have been fantastic.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
You came up with that or you heard that on the radio?
No, I heard that on the radio. And I was just like, oh, you know what? I think I would dig in. Even if they brought out someone old that so everybody could, like Eddie Murphy or something like that, let him do some stand-up. I think everybody would tune in. Even if mainstream like Seinfeld or something like that. I think it would just fucking add something different because it's always a music act. You know what I mean?
What about a guy with a jetpack just flying around? Because that was the first Super Bowl halftime show. Remember?
Was it?
Yeah, the first Super Bowl halftime show was the guy in a jetpack flying around in the LA Coliseum.
Nice.
You know, but I heard that, like, not so much what you're saying about a jetpack, but I hear the musical guests hasn't been. I mean, it's been like a long time that they have musical guests, but I feel like I'm trying to think when it started. I feel like it started maybe like early '90s. Maybe the musical
like
guests.
Rolling Stones doing it and shit, right? Like,
yeah, but that was kind of
recent.
I feel like within the past 15 years they've not have done it. So Michael Jackson. So the reason why I'm bringing him up, he did it in 1993, and the reason why I'm bringing him up is because this was the highest rated. Vinny, like you just said it was the highest rated halftime show since Michael Jackson.
Really?
Yeah, which was in 1993. So I don't think they were doing it too much longer before that. You know what I mean? As far as a musical, I don't know. I can't remember what they did. I mean, we were kids, you know what I'm saying?
So the first musical act was Marguerite Piazza and Doc Severinsen.
Oh yeah, Doc Severinsen. Yeah.
And what year was that?
1970.
So I'm wrong. Wow. So I'm wrong.
The
I got that story completely wrong.
The first famous person, like everyone knows, Ella Fitzgerald and Carol Channing. Oh. That was in 1972.
Crazy.
Every other act has been a university marching band before that. All
right, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I just know I heard something that the musical act hasn't been going since day one. But I mean, 1970. I mean, what is that? Super Bowl IV? You know what I mean? It's 1970. So I mean, maybe I got the stories
Does anyone
mixed
remember
up.
who sung the national anthem or no? The 5 different national anthems that they had
this year.
This year,
they started off with a saxophone and so, and I'm like, all right.
Oh, John Baptiste. John Baptiste, I think that, right?
Yeah.
Did you say that, Gabe?
I was preparing the food.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear it, but
sorry.
But no Britney,
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston, right?
That's still the best one.
It's still the best one ever.
Gabe's favorite's Fergie from the All-Star game a few years ago.
Roseanne Barr.
Yeah. So I mean, whatever. I feel like it's split across the country whether they liked it or not. Either you got it or you didn't.
Yeah.
So
that means that next year is going to be better.
I
think, you know what I mean?
I hope so.
They'll change it up for next year.
Yeah. So, well, like you said, man, we'll see what happens next year with the Super Bowl and the act. But season's over, and you know what? Whatever. I'm not going to say good for you, Philly, but let's see what happens next year. I can't believe Kansas City's still one of the favorites again.
Kansas City and the Ravens, right?
Yeah, they put the odds up and stuff.
Yeah,
it was Kansas City and the Ravens.
That's disrespectful, boy.
I agree, man.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I agree with that.
The odds makers, but you know these guys are accurate, so it's saying something.
Somehow, some way they are, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
How do they know that?
How they do it? I don't know.
Is the fix in? Who knows?
The Sam Roth scenes out there, right?
Oh my God.
But yeah, I mean, you know, maybe it'd be a miracle, right?
Giants,
right? For the Giants,
let's go.
Vinny's a big Jet fan, so
yeah.
see what happens.
I mean, there was Shaquan Barkley and Mekhi Beckham. So
yeah,
a New York Jet and a New York Giant to win their first Super Bowl with Philly.
And they said
both teams didn't want neither one of them.
And he's a free agent, Mekhi Beckham. They said too.
Oh, really?
Oh, next year?
Yeah, right now. Yeah, like, you know, as of now.
He had a phenomenal season with
that. Yeah, he did. He was
some tackles.
He was great. Dude, the guy's fucking tremendous.
Massive.
Tremendous.
Actually, the Jets, they said they want to part ways with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I was just going to ask Vinny, like, what's your take on that?
That experiment is over.
Yeah, I mean, unless they're not going to draft a young quarterback, that'd be the only way I'd say keep him. If you could mentor like you did with Jordan Love.
Well, so somebody told me that they did draft a quarterback. This kid was hurt, but he's got like really good potential. I don't know. Something Jackson or something like that.
Last year?
Yeah. He was really good, but he tore up his leg, his knee, and then he had a setback. But
Jordan Travis?
Jordan Travis, that's the name, yeah.
Never heard of him.
And he had a lot of potential. When he's healthy, he's great. But so the setback is what turned people off on him. But you never know. These are young kids, you know what I mean? Let them mature a little bit. You never know.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, so right now
He was a 5th round draft pick, overall number 171. He went into the draft recovering from an injury. But I guess this guy is all he's done is win in every level.
Where did he go to school? What college?
Florida State. Yeah, Florida State.
so
I know that.
Yeah, so
who's
maybe.
who's their quarterback right now? Is Tyrod Taylor still on? Is he still on the roster?
Honestly, I don't know.
I mean, no. I mean, they got to revamp the whole.
Yeah, no, I just don't know. I mean, right now, Giants quarterback, the only listed quarterback they have is Tommy DeVito right now. You know what I mean? So I'm saying, like,
take Sanders or no? What do you think?
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, it keeps going back and forth. Like, you see these mock drafts between Cam Ward, Shador Sanders.
The shitty part is Tennessee, I think, is going to go after a quarterback, right? Then they're going to stick with this kid, Will
Levis.
No, yeah, I don't think he's there long term. No.
So that's what's going to screw us up.
They could, but they could look for a bridge quarterback as well, maybe to, to mentor this kid, see how he is. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a big talk.
I heard what's his name might be on the trading block from the Saints.
Yeah.
Carr?
Yeah.
That's a tough contract to swallow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
And this will be what his 13. He was the Raiders, the Saints. He's 33 years old. People are like, oh, Derek Carr, but he don't impress me.
He's 33. I feel like he's been in the league a lot longer.
Oh, he's 33.
He played well with the Raiders when he was there.
What did he have Devontae Adams with him?
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
For 1 year.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I think he's a guy that gets hurt a lot too. He got hurt.
He's very injury prone.
Yeah, at the end of the season. But we did have his brother David Carr for a little bit.
He did. Number one pick.
That's right.
Yeah.
He was the number one pick.
Forgot about that.
Talking about number one picks, that's the guy I'll take. This kid from Pittsburgh.
Justin Fields.
Yeah. People gave up on him.
You said that the other day.
Yeah. Everybody gave up on him. When we were talking, I was saying for the Jets, but I would take him too. He's a first pick of the draft. That means he had a lot of talent, and you just got to find the system that's right for him. And I think Dable, could do that. We'll see.
I heard Matthew Stafford's name coming up today.
I did. I read that too. I don't
know.
Something with one of the coaches they hired is his brother-in-law.
Okay.
For what, the Giants?
Hired.
Yeah, but I don't see that being an appealing situation for him.
It was the Giants. I'm sorry, it was the Giants.
Yeah, it was Giants. He's towards the end of his career. I can't see him wanting to do. He's going to want to go somewhere where he has a chance. I think. I would think.
I always think back of his years with Detroit, and he was good, but he also had Calvin Johnson and shit. One of the best wide receivers to throw to. They never won anything. It wasn't until he went with the Rams that Cooper Kupp fucking that connection was big. So I don't believe in him 100%. I don't know.
We'll see. These next few months is always kind of fun. You know what I mean? Speculation, draft,
some fresh stuff.
Yeah.
Let's start from scratch.
You know what? Pitchers and catchers showed up today, though, right?
Woo.
They did.
So let's get that going.
Yeah.
That's why I'm sporting
one of those
Yankee
arms up.
So that's the NFL, guys. Anyway, all right. It's been, with that being over, it's been a crazy few weeks, and I wanted to just kind of touch on it. You know what I mean? We kind of talked about this week one. We were off the air, for a couple of weeks. Just wanted to get any thoughts about how the first, 3 weeks of this new administration is going. Cause you turn on the news, it's
great.
It's nuts, man. It is nuts. Like, I feel like, we're pushing 50 and I feel like I've never seen anything like this. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's just kind of crazy. Any thoughts?
Listen, if it's going to improve America, I'm all for it, right? But there's a lot of bullshit that's going on. I don't know how. So we're in an inflation, period, right? He's laying off. We were wrong when we was talking, 2 weeks ago. He's laying off 2 million people from the federal government. How does that help unemployment? And
he's going to pay them for 9 months
till September. You're talking about saving money, so now you're giving free money away for fucking. You know what I mean? I just don't see how you're going to help the economy when you're laying all these people off. And
because of government jobs. There's a difference between government jobs and private sector.
But Gabe, these people have families and they have mortgages and shit. You know what I mean?
So let them find another job.
You think it's that easy? You think it's that easy?
It was that easy for Biden to say that when he canceled pipelines.
In a government job where they thought they were secure. You know what I mean?
Well,
remember when Biden came in and he squashed all the pipelines and everyone that worked in the oil had to go find new jobs?
Union workers and pipe fitters and welders and.
They went to the other project, somewhere else.
Do you remember what he said, though? Remember what he said? He said, he goes, let them build solar panels.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I know, but dude, that's not, you don't just go, what I'm saying?
From oil to solar panel. Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? I don't know what the number, you guys know what the number was on that? I'm not,
but you know what?
Affected on that pipeline?
But you know what? We're not talking about Biden administration anymore. We're talking about the Trump administration laying off 2 million federal employees.
But using
like you said, federal. Like you said, it's federal, not private sector.
All right, so then
it does not affect anything else. But
it affects unemployment and American industry and these people being able to pay
No,
their
it doesn't.
bills.
It does not affect American industry because it's a federal job. That's what you don't understand. Private sector is industry.
Gabe, these people spend money on things.
I'm proving your point incorrect.
You think you are, but these people.
No, I know it because you said industry, and the federal government is not industry.
They go out and
private
spend
sector
money.
is industry.
They spend money on cars. They spend money on their house. They spend money on. They
still can spend money. They have a severance.
They are contributors to the economy. And when you take that job away from them, now they don't have the spending cash to fucking help motivate the economy.
Sure they do. They have a severance for 9 months.
9 months, and then what?
They got to find a job.
If they're not lazy, they'll find a job right away.
2 million people, no problem.
Yeah.
If they're not lazy, they'll find a job right away.
And then he went and did the education, right?
That didn't happen yet. That's going to happen.
But how many people are going to get laid off there?
Fuck the children.
Hopefully another million.
Yeah. Another million.
Yeah.
We don't need it.
I know we don't need it, but these people need jobs. What's their industry? They were trained, to work for the federal government, doing whatever the fuck they do.
Were they really succeeding though?
Are they capable of being a banker now? Are they capable?
Were they really succeeding at their job? No, they weren't, because look at the rate of our education system. It sucks. So they weren't doing their job. So when you don't do your job, you should be fired.
Is it really administration's fault or teachers' fault? People in the classroom, they're the ones that are hands-on with the kids.
Yeah, but they said that, they're setting the standards for what's being taught in schools. I believe so.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a teacher, so I don't know 100%.
Federal standards and shit like that?
Yeah, so the Teachers Association, I believe, has a lot to do with that. So,
listen.
Look, they're not talking about teachers.
Like I said before, if it makes improvements, I'm all for it. But I don't see how laying off people is going to help the economy.
But they're not talking about firing teachers, right? They're talking about firing
administration.
Yeah,
not administration. Yeah, not the people. The people in. I mean, where are they based out of? Is it Washington? They're based out of? I mean, I don't know.
It's the Department of Education. That's all it is.
Yeah. These people are setting the curriculum for the whole country.
Right. So we're going to get rid of them, and then
what they're trying to say is like what Trump said today. He's like, look, I'd rather give that money to the states. I want to give New York. Here you go. Here's whatever million. Here's, But
I don't know.
And then they decide the curriculum.
I heard their federal funding was being cut.
Who?
The state school, the schools, all the schools, public schools, their federal funding was being cut.
Schools don't get federal funding.
Huh?
Schools don't get federal funding. It's all by the state.
It's all by the state.
Well, I think because that's taxes, right? I mean, the taxes pay for.
He wants to cut.
So what's the big deal with these tests when they want the kids to do the tests? It's because they want the high scores because they get federal funding for it. Yes or no?
No.
I don't. I'm honestly, I don't know.
That's not how it works.
If that's
state funding.
Is it state funding?
Yes.
And where does the state get the money from?
No, that's what Trump wants to do. He wants to give the states federal money instead of giving it to the Department of Education. Okay. He's saying, hey, we could take this money that is federally controlling things. Let's just give that money to the state and let them do it and manage that money.
By the way, it's not 2 million people that he's laid off. It's only 65,000.
No, 65,000 agreed to the buyout, but they put the notice out to 2 million people.
Yeah, that's what
I'm not seeing anything here about 2 million.
I heard that too.
No, that's true.
I heard that too. It's went out to 2 million people, and so far only six. I mean, as of last week, it was about 40,000 people, which was like I don't know,
this
2%
is saying
or something.
all this is saying is that right now it's 65,000. It could reach a potential of 200,000. Potential of 200,000
that have accepted it.
Right.
That have accepted
it.
Severance.
No.
Yeah,
You're incorrect. I'm reading it right here.
Okay, so what are you reading?
And from what
This
website?
is from Forbes.
This is TikTok.
60,000 people accepted it.
That's what.
Right.
That's,
This is
right.
Forbes.
Okay, so what do you got, Gabe?
Forbes is a Chinese company, by the way.
65,000 federal employees have accepted a buyout offer,
Okay,
potentially reaching 200,000 in government layoffs.
Okay,
This is from Forbes directly.
but we're saying the same thing, Gabe. We
No,
agree
you
with
guys said 2 million.
No,
They sent the letter out to 2 million people.
2 million people received the letter that they're trying to be laid off. 2 million people.
No.
Yes.
That's partially wrong.
No, it's not.
What they said was, if you're not going to go back to work in the office, then you can fucking get the fuck out of here.
Okay,
That's what the letter sent to 2 million people.
Okay, so 2 million. Let's just say that's true. Okay, because I'm not exactly sure because I think we're getting our wires crossed here. So let's just say that is true. Out of those 2 million people, only as of today, yesterday, whatever, 65,000 people accepted that buyout.
Right.
Okay, so we all agree on that. So my thing is, what I would love to know is how many of those 65,000 people were people that were, you know what, they had a fucking foot out the door anyway.
Right.
They're,
Close to retirement,
you know what I mean?
That's
the question.
That pension ready, right?
Yeah, that's
You
what
also
I
have to
want.
ask yourself, why aren't these people willing to go back to work? Why are we paying these people not to work? Why isn't that a problem for Mike saying, why are we paying these people for not working? Why is that a problem?
Because during COVID, we made it extremely comfortable for these people to not go. They were proving, I would have to say, and once again, I don't know for sure. Somebody in my family is affected by this. It's not so much affected, not being asked to go back to work, but made the switch from going into the office to being remote during COVID and has stayed remote ever since because they have proven that they are just as productive as they were being in.
That's a federal employee, though?
No. That's what I said.
That's
Not
the
a federal
difference.
employee. Yeah.
That's the difference.
So this person doesn't have to, is not
Right.
being mandated to come back.
This is just federal employees having a notice that you must get back into the office. These people hemmed and hawed about it and said, no, I don't want to go back in the office. They're fine. You don't want to go back in the office? Get the fuck out.
I got the answer. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Sure.
Now, Mike, you work in the city every day.
Yeah, no.
There's so much space that's empty. And
right,
stuff.
you need people in the
Yes.
office for the delis and all.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
everybody
So therefore, how do you feel about that then? So if you have a choice, you can keep your job. You just got to come back to work. You can't be
that's
remote.
fair. That's fair.
That's fine. Okay.
Yeah, totally fair. But that's
love
not.
to see-
I don't think that's what they. You know, they just want to buy these people out and push them out, and that's it. You know. And then I heard they're gonna rehire later on 1 person for every 4 people that they laid off.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Bro, look, if there's more efficient ways to do things with less people, that's evolution. It's happening.
Yeah. I mean,
But all right, so I agree with that. But the reality is that's one man's opinion. All of a sudden, Elon Musk is the say all. No one could do anything. You know, whatever he says is truth.
all right.
You know, you're not doing your job.
So let me
you're
ask
outta
you.
here.
So let me ask you. Right. So let's just pretend like it wasn't Elon Musk, right? And let's just pretend that the president hired, Tom Smith to do that. Would you have an issue with it? Because it seems this is what I said. It seems like a lot of people just have an issue just because of who is making this decision.
No, Adrian, it is because it's who. Because listen to this.
Okay, I'm listening.
When in history did we have someone from industry come in and make these decisions for Americans like this? Think about that.
What about Clinton's layoffs?
What about Clinton's layoffs? Gabe, it was nothing like this. This is
You
ridiculous.
said what? Oh, bullshit. That's bullshit.
Oh,
377,000
when Clinton was in
employees.
office, we had a surplus of money.
377,000 federal
You guys are talking over each other. We can't do that. So one person speak and that's
Wait.
377,000 employees laid off under Clinton.
And he fixed the national debt, and we had a surplus of money. Yeah, we had a surplus.
So why can't you see
he
that
did the math, and he did it right.
So why can't you see that this is the same direction? That it has the same,
Gabe,
it might have the same positive.
I immediately said, the first thing I said is, if it works, I agree with it. I don't see it working. I don't see how you lay people off. And
But you have an example of it already working with Clinton. So how can you say that? It's just because it's Trump and you don't like Trump.
No. It's not because it's Trump. It's because of Elon Musk. It's not Trump. It's Elon Musk. Doge. That was a Doge coin. Now we have Doge in the government. And he's making all these decisions, not just for the Department of Education.
He's not making the decisions. He's making recommendations.
His recommendations.
Trump is making the decisions.
All right, so ready. So
he's the firing squad.
So, all right, so let's.
You have it wrong. You have it all wrong.
I see both you guys. I see both kind of like what you guys are saying. So let's just say, right? So now some of the biggest things that he's being criticized for was that USAID, right? USAID, yes.
AIDS, right?
Yeah. USAID.
International aid, right?
Yeah, I don't know. People say USAID, people say USAID. I don't know how.
It's all different. It's all the same.
So that was, they had, now there's so many different things that they showed that money flying out, for kind of useless stuff. A lot of these things really don't help America.
But that's nothing new with
hold on. That they don't help.
That's the whole point, though, Mike.
They don't help America, right? So, and exactly. That's. I was kind of going to get to that. That this has been going on for so long, and now he's calling people out. It is obvious that some of these people that are in this government, working for that department, have been getting kickbacks. You know what I mean? For they're sending $2 million, for something. I know. I'm just doing, for the ease of this conversation, $2 million, and it's like, I'm saying they're getting a kickback of X amount of 100 grand.
60 Minutes did this like 15 years ago, and they went to one of these government warehouses, and they were showing like toilet seats that were purchased for like $6,000. A regular fucking plastic toilet seat purchased for $6,000. So we already knew that the government wastes money, right? And I don't have a problem. Like we definitely need to fucking, put the reins on that and cut the bullshit, Go buy the fucking toilet seat for $13 when you need to, $6,000, you know what I mean? But there's kickbacks, like you said. So the purchasing agent is getting, his kickback from the company or whatever it is. And I have no problem, coming down on these people and straightening shit out. But I don't think that 2 million people are guilty of this shit when he sends them letters. You know what I mean?
Okay,
it's not 2 million people.
That's two different things, though. This is two different things we're talking about right now. I'm talking about in a situation where with this particular department, okay, he's been, being criticized for trimming the fat and calling people out on all these things, all this money that's going out the window that seems kind of frivolous. Okay. How do you feel now? So how do you feel about that? So if it is, because I'm telling you, you're getting conflicting reports. Like we brought this up on this pod a few weeks ago about, what was it? How many $1 million for condoms in Gaza? And then that's not true.
Right.
I don't know though. Right. So it's like, you don't know who to fucking believe. You know what I mean? So I'm saying is, how do you feel though by stopping things like that? So if he comes in and he's been tasked, he's been in charge of stopping things like that, trimming fat. How do you feel about money being thrown out the window for things that do not put America first?
I was just about to say, I put America first. We don't need to.
I'm asking you, how do you feel about that?
Babysit any other countries and fucking give anybody any money. Ukraine, they could go fuck them. If you ask me.
Yeah, but dude, the money that they had in there too was, to each his own. But $50 million for a gender ideology. How do you say it? Ideology report.
About rats
in
and shit.
Uganda. Yeah. Just like,
well, that's what I'm saying. How does that help America?
No, it doesn't.
You know what I mean? Listen, if you like that
that's
thing
where
is,
I think the kickbacks are coming from.
Yes, if you're providing food, water, clothing, shelter for these people, that's different to me. You know what I mean? Then that's money well spent. But for stuff like that. This is one man,
like you said,
one man's opinion,
wasting money.
Yes, you know what I mean. I don't see that that's helping America. That's just like I said, my opinion. So if he could come in there, I don't care who it is, dude. I don't care if it's fucking Tom Smith, Elon Musk, or fucking Denzel Washington. Okay, I don't care who it is. If that person could point it out and take care of that, I'm for it. Okay. And like I said, that's just my opinion.
Right. No, that may be one good thing that he gets done. But I think the other things that he's attacking, regular American citizens, it's hurting America. That's the way
he's not attacking citizens.
Okay.
He's acting based on the citizens of America that voted for him for these actions.
For Elon Musk,
this is what we wanted.
For Trump.
This is what we wanted. Exactly. And Elon was on the Trump.
240 million.
Elon was on the campaign trail with Trump, and we knew Elon was going to do this. That's what we wanted.
Yeah.
But at the same time, so Gabe, I'm just saying though, but like, it is affecting a lot of people. Your wife gets a letter. You know what I mean? If you're personally affected, I think you might be like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if this is
Well,
quite
if
what
I'm-
I was.
if
This
I
is quite
feel-
what I
if-
voted
if
for.
if I feel like a certain way from a letter telling me that I need to go back in the office or else, then that's my fucking trigger point that I need to deal with, and it's not anyone else's.
And then there's some people out there saying, "Oh, I can't believe I got away with it for this long."
But no, like I said,
You know,
I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
If it's just
They set
that,
themselves up.
if it's just that, if it's like, listen, right here are your choices: come back into the office or lose your job. Then I agree with you. But if it's one of those situations where you don't even have that option, where it's just like, you know what, maybe you're part of the, you support this political party, and that's before maybe you get in this letter, because that's the shit you're hearing too. You're hearing the people kind of being
But
targeted
this is the fat that we've been wanting to have cut for the longest time. All these jobs that Biden was introducing in the 4 years were all these fucked up, stupid government jobs that he made up.
yeah,
That's all it was.
They removed I think it's like 589,000 jobs from the jobs reports from like the previous years. Like they were phony, made up jobs.
Trump removed 589.
No, they removed from Biden's term.
But Biden, in his report, he was saying, in other words,
They were all incorrect.
They're all incorrect. Like over the 4 year 4 year period, they found like 589,000 jobs
that
did not exist. Yeah.
wow.
Look, look, they're also talking about moving a lot of these federal buildings out of Washington, D.C. to recruit better people. There's a lot of good, smart people out there that don't want to live in Washington.
Yeah, Washington's shitty, right?
Right? They want to live somewhere where it's warmer, nicer, not so much, political environment. They want to live, they're talking about moving places down to like Arizona, Arkansas, like Alabama.
Everywhere Elon has a factory.
Yeah.
Speaking of Elon, I got something else to say. For anyone that's too smooth-brained to figure this out, Elon Musk does not need your fucking social security numbers. A guy that's worth $400 billion does not need to know your fucking bank account. On top of that, I have access to anyone's fucking social security number right fucking now.
No.
If your health insurance is with my company, I know it. So anyone that's Elon's just trying to steal our social security numbers. No, you're just a smooth brain fucking idiot.
I think that's bullshit.
I agree. I don't know what he has to gain from that.
No, people are like, worried. Oh, he's getting our private information. Listen, he may be getting your private information, and he is a businessman. So later on, you may be getting fucking advertisements or some shit directed towards you because, he knows how you spend your money or some shit. Don't put it past him. Man, this guy got his hand in everything. Yeah, now the government. You know what I mean?
But that's Mike. That's everything we do. You and I, right? Like we've joked about it. Like we're at an Islander game together and stuff, and they got a person over there trying just enter your email. You got a chance to win this car, and I'm like,
you won't do it.
I fucking walk away because I'm like, I'm not doing it. But you're filling it out, and I'm like, yo, now they got you.
I don't. Who cares? They got me. They got me. Who am I? You know what I mean?
But that's the point, though.
That's the point.
At the end of the day, though, right? Who cares if Elon Musk gets this information, right? If you don't have anything to hide, who cares? Right? If he's digging that deep and he's finding all this stuff and, all these people are getting all mad, they got stuff to hide.
His access is read only also.
Yeah.
I was never afraid of it. Like even with TikTok, that's the whole big thing about TikTok, right? That they're getting your personal information and they know your trends and how you think and shit like that. Well, fuck it. What are you gonna do with it? You gonna try to sell me potato chips that I love? You know what I mean? I mean, big deal. Seriously, like Burger King,
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
No, but there's other things with the administration. Now we're gonna take over Gaza, right?
Not take it over. He wants to help
rebuild the Gulf
rebuild.
of Mexico, the Gulf of America. We want Greenland. We want to own Greenland and Gaza. We want to put Disneyland in Gaza. Like, come on.
I think we should take
It sounds like
Greenland.
Putin over here, bro. Let's just take over lands that we have no business fucking,
Well, there's a
diving
difference
into.
between invading and purchasing.
Yeah,
So
I
there's
know.
that.
Yeah.
So Gabe, what's your take on this Gaza thing?
I say fuck the Middle East. Stay the fuck out of it. We don't need to be there. I don't want our money there.
Jared
We
Kushner
shouldn't
and his father,
do
and
nothing there.
Trump's got to build a hotel over in fucking the strip now.
Look, you do it before China does, right?
Yeah, the Chinese,
China-
they're in
yeah,
everything. They're in
they're
Africa
everything.
now, right?
Yeah.
They own like half of
Everything.
Africa.
See, here's the thing. The Middle East has been at war with each other for thousands of years. That means it's never going to end. We don't need our
Give me
money there
time.
being destroyed for no reason.
I don't know. I can't picture I can't picture going there, even if it's like, I'm saying if it's American, if it's occupied by us, you know what I mean?
How about we dump some money into Puerto Rico, bro? You know what I mean?
Right.
We own that,
That's
It's
us.
funny you say that because it's funny you say that because we actually tried after the hurricane, and the Clinton Foundation actually stole money from Puerto Rico and Haiti.
Yeah, that's what the Clintons do. They steal, they rob, they steal, they lie.
Chelsea
I
Clinton.
think that's been proven, Mike. I'm going to be honest with you. That's been proven.
$50 million Chelsea Clinton got or something like that. I don't know.
Chelsea?
Supposedly.
Yeah, she's worth a lot.
She's so hot.
She's
Oh, God.
Is she the ugliest girl you ever seen, really? Honestly, right? She's
top five.
fucking ugly. Her mom is not that ugly. She's fucking ugly. It's bad. And, how I swing. I'm like, hey.
all right. So that was a pretty good conversation.
I think Mike just needs to stop getting his news from Instagram.
Yeah.
I guess we all have some thoughts on the past 3 weeks. Like I said,
I could go on and on.
it's just been a whirlwind, man. It's been absolutely, it's just nuts.
Listen,
to me. It's been crazy.
Honestly, the two things that I am looking forward to, I guess he started with the immigration, right? Because my industry is flooded with illegal immigrants doing my work. You know what I mean? So this will help the construction industry, I believe, if you got rid of all of them. Don't stop now. You started, don't stop.
So racist.
And the second thing is no tax on overtime. So this blonde chick is
when it's good for you.
Dude, I was just going to say that, bro. That's what I'm saying. You're coming off a little hypocritical. You got to hear yourself. You come off a little hypocritical because
I didn't vote for the guy, but he's my president, right?
But listen to me. You're picking and choosing.
Yeah,
right?
why not?
I hate this. I hate that. I hate this. But if
get this
because
done.
this stuff affects
get this done
me,
for me. That's right.
It helps me.
I don't give a shit about anybody
else. I know,
else.
but dude, I gotta be honest with you, bro. That's
selfish. Okay,
that's a selfish.
Mike,
I'll take
Mike.
it.
Hypocritical.
What do you mean no tax overtime? I'll take that shit.
See,
Mike, what are you going to do when he legalizes weed?
Vespa.
What are you going to do when he legalizes weed?
In my state, weed is already legalized. So
No, federally.
Can I just say something really quick? The funny thing is, right? The price of eggs, the price of bread, the price of gasoline, everything is high, right? But you know what's not high? The price of wheat. It's never been cheaper in my whole entire life.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know why, but this age is good for fucking pieheads.
So you must be happy.
Are you stoned?
Right? I'm just saying, think about so far all the things, right? All the things that really affect you have been in a positive.
I've been talked about.
Yeah, no.
I need them to be in full fruition.
Ready?
Let's
You said
a couple weeks ago,
you said, listen, and go, I'm glad that they're deporting these guys because they're scabs and they're taking jobs away. They're taking work.
1,000%.
So that helps you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
The price of weed, right?
But that was with Biden too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Helps you. If they no tax on overtime, helps you. Right? All these things like they help you. What does
I'm an American, bro.
Stop. But the other stuff that doesn't affect you, why are you so up in arms about it?
I feel for people. I actually have a heart and I feel for other people. You know what I mean? I really do.
I know, but you're saying that on one side, and then the other side, you're just talking about how selfish you are.
Yeah, well, it goes both ways.
I get it. I mean,
maybe I should run for office, right?
I don't know.
Are you in AOC's district?
I mean, you see what I'm saying, right? With this,
Dude, I did go to Costco the other day, and there was no eggs left.
Costco?
Completely out of eggs at Costco.
Wow.
I think this is just a big city thing because where I live at, there's eggs everywhere and they're stupid cheap.
Dude, do you know they realized they killed 168 million chickens?
Yeah.
Yep.
For the bird flu.
I never knew there was that many chickens.
It's not because of the bird flu. It's not because of the bird flu. No.
Why then?
It was documented that was the made up reason.
Why then?
The conspiracy
theory.
Here we go.
Yeah, there's just conspiracy theories at this point, but the lady that was in charge of it was fired.
So we don't know? We don't know why?
It was the directive from Biden. That's all we know.
It's not like 1.68 million. It's like 168 million chickens, right? I believe that's.
Yeah, I mean, there was a bunch here on the island. There was a farm out east that they had to kill the chickens.
We should get chickens.
Yeah.
I
used to. I don't have any more. I had 7 at one
They
point.
lay like one egg a day.
Yeah.
I just got 3 dozen farm fresh eggs, chickens that free range eggs for free.
Wow.
You drive down the block?
No, I have a friend that has a farm, a ranch, and he's just like, "Hey, I got extra eggs if you want them." I'm like, "Sure."
Gabe,
I get eggs from him like all the time, and they're super good. Oh my
Vinny
God.
follows the same diet as you, that carnivore diet. So eggs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Eggs and steak. That's all I eat.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, that's a beautiful diet. Let's be honest, right?
What's your bacon intake like?
Bacon's all right. Not too bad. It gives me heartburn. I've been switching to. I gotta say, switching to
Turkey bacon?
Some turkey bacon.
No way.
Stop karate chop the table.
That shit
Sorry,
is salty,
I'm
no?
It is.
Yeah, there's a lot of sodium.
It is. I know.
I've had turkey bacon. It was like stringy. It was fucked up.
I did just.
I like both.
I took some bacon out of my mom's freezer that she had. You know, she stopped at BJ, so she had like tons of shit left. So she's got like this pre-made bacon.
Yeah, I love that. The bag, the one in the bag, the black label.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It comes in like its own pouches.
Yeah, that's only because
For
I.
PJs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you drop in the microwave?
Yeah, you just drop the whole thing in the microwave.
Or you could put it in a pan too. You know what I mean? Like in a pan, it'll heat up like in a few seconds. Like you know.
But it's like individually like
Slices.
Yeah, because my house is so small, so like my kitchen, you know what I mean. I start cooking bacon, fucking smoking, you know.
Yeah.
So I switched to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I
good
kinda
stuff.
like that. That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Bacon.
All right, let's keep this train moving.
Eggs and steak, dude. That's all I eat.
That's amazing.
Listen, Mike, I promise this is going to be a continuing conversation on this pod.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
No doubt.
That's it. Maybe you should
No doubt.
take a good look in the mirror, okay?
You know where I stand. Let's make America great again. But do it the fucking right way. You know what I mean? I think you got two jerk offs trying to fucking, make it happen. And all they're doing is patting their own pockets. That's the way I feel.
That's his Kamala.
That's my take.
That's his Kamala.
And no, listen, honestly, I don't know if Kamala would have done a better job or anything like that, but this is what
She would have done.
we're in.
So
I
her
promise you
campaign
would.
was 1.5 billion in debt. You really think she would have done a good job in the country?
We don't know because she's not the president.
Her
Didn't work
campaign
out.
is 1.5 million, still in debt. She can't pay it.
She didn't have an Elon Musk on her side to pay her fucking bills.
She went to the Laker game the other night, I heard, and she
got
in,
booed.
like in the 30th row or something like that. It was really bad.
All right, so Mike, here's another topic you wanted to bring up, and that was recycling.
Recycling. Give it a hand.
I'm on the same page with Mike on this one too.
Yeah.
By the way.
So, Mike, you think it's a scam, recycling?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it really works. You hear all these stories about microplastics and this and shit, all in our water. Like, what are we doing here? And you want me to separate my garbage? And for what reason? What is going on with the recycling? And, I don't know. Do you think it works?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. You know what I mean? I definitely think.
Do you buy recycled items like recycled toilet paper or recycled bags and shit like that?
I use Scott's because I have a cesspool and I got to use the thinnest, the thinnest, shittiest toilet paper there is. Pun intended. So I don't know if that's made out of recyclable. I'm not going to be honest. I mean, do I? Excuse me. I don't purposely buy something because it's made out of recyclable material. You know what I mean? I don't, but I will not buy something because it's made of recyclable material. It doesn't matter. If I need it, I get it. You know what I mean? But do I recycle? I do. I
got a quick, funny recyclable thing happen this morning. So we're out there shoveling the snow this morning, me and the boys, and this little Mazda drives by, and the back of his hatch opens up. It's recycle day today by me. And all of a sudden, like 5 bags of recycled bottles and glass dumps out all out in front of my house. All the glass.
Man.
All the
Shattered?
Yeah.
Oh,
Everything. There's bottles everywhere. There's glass.
that's horrible.
It was horrible.
Did he pick it up?
He picked it up.
Oh, he did.
We went out there. I gave him a broom, and he started like sweeping up, dude.
And not to be racist, but what nationality was it?
No comment.
I gotta love
There was like 5 bags of stuff, dude.
This may be Vinny's first time on the pod, but he's no rookie. Okay.
So just so Mike knows, this is a fact. 90% of plastics are not recycled.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That it's like, what's going on? Because they give us these bins, you separate it at home, and then what happens to it after it goes on in the truck? Nothing. 90% of it, nothing.
Everything in the garbage. I don't recycle anything.
You don't
No,
know
This is
separate
just
it?
plastics.
No.
No.
It's just plastics that's 90% not recycled.
So when was the last time you went to the landfill?
Well, years.
Okay. So when you go to the landfill, they have you separate. your
Yeah,
garbage.
I know that. Right.
Yeah. So
Metal over here.
yeah, cardboard over there, plastic over there. You know what I mean? So I mean,
So we're doing this, and Gabe is saying 90% of the shit is not being recycled.
No, it's 90%. Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Like we all bought into this idea that plastic, number one, that was the thing. Plastic needed to be recycled. Why isn't that happening?
Because the states make a ton of money on deposit.
On that 5-cent deposit,
5 cents, dude. It's billions.
people not collecting on
Not
it.
collecting on it.
Wow.
You pay it.
Yeah.
You pay it.
Yeah, every bottle, every can.
We charge, like what I do, we charge you. So we charge you deposit. If I sell you a case of beer, I charge you $1.20.
And
Then they charge you.
right, and then some people just throw it right in the garbage.
It's all about the money.
Wow.
so how does that work? Like with the beer distributors? Like,
So what happened a couple of years ago? There was people were getting, the state was getting, like, they were double dipping on deposits. Dude, it's a big scam. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money in deposits. That's what it's all about. It's all about the money.
Well,
5 cents.
So now, hold on. It's been 5 cents since we were like 8 years old.
That's why the guy dumped 5 bags in front of my house today because of 5 cents.
Trump just put a fucking tariff on steel and aluminum.
yes.
Do you think that
He should up the deposit.
the deposit should be like 10 cents now?
But there's states that don't charge deposits.
Yeah, but dude, we're going to pay that then.
It's going to be added to the price.
Yeah.
What, that 10 cents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You pay the 5 cents, Mike. That's what Vinny's saying. Vinny's like, you know, for
point
every
is-
case you
right,
buy,
right.
you pay $1.12 or whatever it is. Whatever. No.
$1.20.
So we
$1.20.
don't want a deposit at all. Zero.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying, you know?
You're right.
So that doesn't help us.
I'm just saying that the aluminum cans should be worth a lot more now that we're going to be taxing imported aluminum. You know what I mean? That value should go up. I don't know.
Yeah. It's one of those things for me. I mean, do I do it? I do. I recycle. Can goes out every Wednesday.
Do you go to like Swiftway and
No.
deposit
I don't cash it in.
the cans? And
I put it on the curb. You know what I mean?
and then
So think about it, though.
then
Think
Vinny's
about-
friend comes and grabs it and
Somebody
dumps it in
does.
front of his house.
Dump in front of my house. But think about that, though, right? So that's 5 cents you're throwing away.
Yes.
That you paid for.
Yes.
Dude, if that's a can full, that's like $6.
But think about how much, right? Think about this, about all the plastic and 5 cents get thrown away that is being paid for.
Yeah.
The money. It's so much money.
And so the state is collecting this?
Yes.
So, all right. So for me, I just factor that in. It's just, that's what I'm paying.
You're throwing it away.
Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? So
you're too good to collect a nickel.
I'm not saying I'm too good, dude. I'm just not, it's not worth it to me. Do you know what I mean?
Should I tell that revealing story? How I once, the only time I was ever in handcuffs was because I ripped off a recycling machine. Do you remember that?
I don't know. I don't remember that.
I used to know a trick on how to get the quarters out of the recycling.
Oh yeah, we tied the string around the can.
Yeah. You don't remember when the guy fucking?
I don't remember you were arrested.
grabbed me from behind and fucking called the police on me.
Who was it? Who was it? The rent-a-cop at freaking Stop and Shop over there?
That big burly motherfucker.
You were in cuffs though? I don't remember that.
Yeah, and because I didn't have any ID on me, I had to get Colleen to go to my house, get my ID, and fucking. Then they wrote me a summons to appear in court.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
That's what
it was the only time in my entire life I was in handcuffs.
So I remember, like, that's what we used to do. Mike and I, Vinny, you had to be with us. I'm sure you were with us. We would tie a string around. We would tie a string around a can and put it into the recycle. And then right when it was about to register, we pull the can out. You know what I mean?
You just pull it up a little bit so it didn't drop.
Yeah, so it didn't crush.
So every 5 times, Gabe, a quarter would pop out. You know,
so
I would sit there for fucking an hour and just clean out the machine of all the quarters.
And we would do it. You know, we do it for like we would go get like slices of pizza and shit. You know what I mean?
It was our spending money for the night.
So there was an arcade that over there where we hung out. We go play video games or something.
What was that place called again?
Fun and Games.
Fun and Games.
Ooh, Vinny lost his mic.
Played in the box.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. So I mean, I guess maybe it is a scam. Maybe it's not. For me, it's kind of like I feel like I'm doing the right thing, out of sight, out of mind, and that's it. I'll keep separating it. And
Well, next time
You're doing
do
your
it,
part.
yeah,
Your carbon, what is it? The carbon number? What is
carbon
it?
footprint, whatever.
Carbon
it is.
Carbon footprint.
So next time you do it, you just count it up, see how much money is in there.
Let me throw away $4.
I don't think, dude. First, I mean,
Yeah, but if you
it's
do that, add it up throughout the year.
every 20 cans
is
is a dollar.
Yeah, right.
I don't think I got freaking 100 cans.
If that can is full, bro,
Nah, I got 100 cans.
no doubt.
So
When you throw a party, you're throwing away.
When I throw a party, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Just for the record, glass, paper, and aluminum are still 100% recycled.
Oh, okay. So that's good. So all the beer cans and stuff that they make, right? The soda cans.
Yeah,
He's saying, that's
fully 100%.
So the whole
recyclable.
plastic thing is bullshit.
Yeah. And it's because the compounds that are in different plastics, they can't all be recycled together.
Yeah.
Well, that's the bullshit because they told us it was styrofoam. Styrofoam is the one that's going to last forever. We have to get off styrofoam. Plastic is reusable. But now 90% of it is not getting recycled.
I did read that article the other day. You're talking about the microplastics.
Yeah, bro, it's in
Right about
everything.
that.
All the water you drink
It
and
was a
shit.
big study that was done. So they did a study
Yeah.
of like 20 or 30, 40 years or something. And the amount of microplastics that were in people years ago that it is
Versus
now.
what's in you right
I
now.
mean, because think about it. Years ago, you drank water out of the tap, right? You weren't drinking every single
bottle.
thing of
and
water
stuff.
out of plastic.
Yeah.
So it's,
and they say when the sunlight
It
hits
adds up.
it
bacteria
emits more and shit.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, we grew up drinking water out of the fucking garden
Oh,
hose.
the hose,
And-
yeah.
And you tasted that chemical, right? Like you knew it was like, ooh, brand new hose.
Yeah.
Tastes good.
How good was it though, right?
If it was brand new, you'd be like, yeah, and you get that plastic chemically taste the whole time.
Oh,
No
God.
doubt.
So
Shit.
here's some health effects for microplastics: respiratory problems, digestive issues, cardiovascular disease.
That's a big one, Elizabeth.
Also, in endocrine disruption. I don't know what that means. And neurotoxicity.
Wow.
It ain't good.
No.
no.
It ain't good. And with all the technology we have, all the money being thrown around. Hey, Elon, listen up. Do something about the fucking plastic. All right, dickhead. You know what I mean?
that's gonna be
It's a major problem. We need to do something about it.
All right. Let me tell you something. Before, let's say in 2022, what'd you think of Elon Musk?
I thought he was a Martian. I think he's from Mars and he wants to get home. That's what I always said to everybody.
Okay.
He came out of nowhere, Adrian. Where was this guy our whole entire lives?
No, he's been there. He just didn't know about it.
Yeah. He
He created
people are like,
PayPal.
oh, he created PayPal. He created Dogecoin. He created like
Tesla.
But
Bro,
Starlink,
Starlink, SpaceX.
SpaceX.
Yeah, and now Dodge for the fucking government. You know what I mean? Like, but where was he when he was growing up? I didn't hear of Elon Musk till I was like 40 years old.
Maybe he was working on all this stuff.
Yeah, he was a Martian, bro.
Okay. All right. Let's keep it going. We're going long here.
Keep
all
it
right.
going.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
I'm gonna,
Don't skip shit.
yeah, we got a show next week.
I can't even see this without my.
No.
I swear to God, Vinny is blurry as fuck right now.
Vinny, we do a segment. Well, we've been kind of doing a segment. We've been kind of easing it in and working it in about things that bother you. Okay. And it could be anything. It could be anything that bothers me. Bothers you. You know what I mean? There's been a few things. Mike hates being, when he goes to the drive-thru. Okay. He hates being parked. Like, you go to the drive-thru and like your food's not ready and they park him. You know what I mean?
That's horrible.
You hate that shit too, right?
I don't know. I don't go through that.
It's a drive-through. It's fast food. What are we doing here?
I can't stand when people bring their dogs, to restaurants.
Pizzerias on Friday night.
Yeah, it's just stuff like that.
Dude, the other day I was in Lowe's and all you heard was everyone's in there with their dogs. Dogs barking all over the place in Lowe's.
Ridiculous.
It's crazy. Not like what they didn't have vests on. They said they were service
Yeah,
dogs.
dude, we touched on this spot. I don't understand
crazy.
if it's that bad. You know what I mean? Then don't go to the store.
But these were big dogs. I'm not talking about a dog that you could stick in your cart, like a
Really?
little dog. These are like big dogs, not like service dogs. It's crazy.
We took our dog to Lowe's once because we're trying to get him familiar with strangers, so he doesn't bark at people all the
Take him
time.
around the block. Take him for
Yeah.
a walk.
So-
You don't take him
Well,
low.
he was doing really well in the store. He wasn't barking at people or anything until he started taking a piss on the fucking middle of the
my
aisle.
You see?
That's
you see?
worse. That's
So it's like, so did you learn your lesson?
Yes. I was like,
Okay,
I don't want
good.
to bring him to Lowe's anymore.
Next time I see a dog in Lowe's, I'm gonna fuck with and get bit.
Yeah, Sue.
Yeah. It's my emotional support dog. It's a fucking Rottweiler, bitch.
Fucking, what's the dog's name? Cujo? Excuse me. All right, so things that bother you, right? This is something that bothers me, okay? I don't know how you guys feel. You guys know, you've driven with me before and stuff, all right? When I tend to park my vehicle, okay, whatever, my vehicle, my wife's car, whatever it is, I tend to try to park away from other people, okay? Usually I back in. Some people call that a douche move. I don't know. I mean,
backing in is a good move.
it could be.
The whole thing, listen, if you're going away from the crowd, that's a douche move already. You know what I mean? So you might as well back in and double douche it. You know what I mean?
All right. So I'm a douche nozzle that backs his
touch my
vehicle in.
car.
Yeah. So to me, it's just safer. I rather pull out than back out. That's just me. So I park away from people. Okay. So I'm fucking, it's snowing out. It's nasty. So I really park away from people. There's on either side of me, bro, on either side of me. Okay. There's about 4 or 5 spots separating to the next car, to the next vehicle. This fucking guy pulls in right next to me, dude. Right?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, and like, all right, I'll play the asshole game. That's me. I'm the asshole. And parks on my side too. So it's not even on the other side where I gotta like kind of slide out of my truck. You know what I mean? To sit there and climb down. I'm like, this fucking guy. And I'm like, I was about to move and I'm like, I'm not moving. This guy.
You're still in the car.
I'm still in the car.
Oh, okay.
I would move just to let them know that you're a dickhead. Like, get the fuck away from me. You see, I'm away from you. You know, get away from me.
I just feel like, Vinny, it's, as we're getting old, that's like one of those like stay off my lawn moments.
No doubt. Get off my lawn.
You know what I mean? Where I'm just like, why, man? Why? All these spots here. It's like if you're in the movie theater by yourself, right? And somebody
sits right next to you.
right next to you. Wouldn't that lose you? I'd have
That's what I'm saying. I would get up and move. Like, you fucking weirdo, get away from me. You know?
So
What if he touches your leg as he sits there? Touches your knee.
Let's see what happens. Right, see how far it goes.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm just saying. So you ever been in a situation like that in a parking spot? Like how do you park your cars?
How about this situation? How about this? This is worse. How about when you're standing at a urinal? There's fucking 4 urinals to the left, 4 urinals to the right, and the dude stands right next to you. Like, what the fuck is that, bro? You know what I mean? I get gun shy to begin with. Don't be fucking standing next to me like that when there's room.
All right, so ready? Here we go.
I get creeped out.
Here's a test, right? Here's a test. You walk into a bathroom, okay? You're the only one there. There's 3 urinals. Which one do you pick?
All the way to the right.
All the way to the right?
Yeah.
That would be like the first one, right?
Yeah, the first one, yeah.
Yeah. I usually pick the one that's lower to the ground.
I hate when it hits the pink puck.
Which one you picking?
To the right.
All the way to the right?
Yeah.
Gabe?
I'm picking the toilet bowl.
So you go, all right. So all right. I'm just saying, right? You can't pick the middle.
No.
You can't pick the middle.
You're inviting trouble.
Exactly.
No.
Awkward. Yeah, so I think that's even worse when the dude stands.
I agree. If there's a couple urinals down, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I agree.
Do you talk?
No.
If the guy's sitting next to you, do you say, what's up?
But
What's going on?
the last podcast, Joey was at the urinal, and you know who was standing right next to him? Anthony Volpe.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he told me that.
He's at the concert.
Yeah. He told me that. Yeah.
Joe!
That's right. He did tell me that.
So I guess, if you have someone famous next to you, you're like, hey, buddy.
Anyway, that's my things that bother me. That
you don't look, though. Don't look.
No.
you can't look.
Can't look.
Although
You can peek, but don't look.
Yeah. I mean, Joey did say he ran out of there, and I'm like, why did he run out of there? And he's like,
and as I get older, I tend to have to shake a lot more than I used to. So if someone's standing next to me, it's going to look a little awkward because I'm shaking this thing like 15 times, make sure it's all out,
That's
And then I put it back in the steel dribbles on my drawers. I don't understand what the fuck's going on here.
I'm going to say that sounds a bit excessive. Okay.
It's on the road. It's on the road to playing with it,
Well, that's mine. Did you guys have anything that bothers you now for the week? Or just keep thinking about it, all right?
Just,
keep thinking about it.
mine's really quick. Mine's really quick. When someone parks in front of my house and it's not someone coming to visit.
I hate that, bro.
It's a mystery, right? You're like, who the fuck is that? Where are they visiting? You know, like, why?
I tell you what, I actually love. It's funny you bring that up. I love that when people park in front of my house, especially now, like when there's snow or the leaves on the ground. Because my neighbor put these big rocks. So across from my house is empty woods.
Okay.
So people always feel like they could stop there.
Really?
Just because it's empty.
And just park in front of the woods?
Yeah, but it's great. Like if I'm sitting there by the window or something where I see somebody, it's great because my neighbor has these big rocks. And when the leaves are there,
you can't see them?
Can't see
oh,
them.
my God. They tear their car up?
Oh, my God, dude. That happens all the time. You see them backing up. They just ran over this big rock.
All right, I'll play the asshole game.
Sometimes I watch it out the window and I'm like, you idiot.
Are you stoned?
There's no good reason for them to pull over in front of woods, right? They're up to no good. Like,
Well,
I don't know. They just feel like they can because it's like not in front of
let
the
me pull
house.
over here and roll a joint.
You know,
Let me pull over here and, you know.
you never know. You could be sending a text, maybe. You know,
You pull over for that?
I've done it. I've pulled over before
For a text?
Send text. Yeah.
You don't have that technology where you hit the thing and talk to it?
No,
CarPlay? It's called Apple CarPlay.
I don't have. My truck is old. I don't have that.
They have modules now
put
that
it
you
in
can
my
play.
truck.
You can put in there.
Apple CarPlay?
I have some.
I got rid of my Pathfinder. I'm back in my pickup now.
We just
really?
Yeah.
we just talked about this on the way here. I picked Vinny up,
did.
and we were just talking about that
What's that?
about CarPlay. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah,
It is-
technology and I really don't get
it's
along.
Nice. It's useful. And I just recently, like, it was a chick's voice for Siri. I just recently made it a man. I'm like, I'm tired. I don't have a secretary. You know what I mean?
You
I want
made
a
it a
guy
man?
to talk to me. Yeah.
Is it a British man or a
No, American and number 5. Voice of number 5.
You're so misogynist. You're so showy.
Yeah. No, the girl was, you know, she was condescending. And, I was like, I get enough of that at home, okay? I don't need to hear it in my fucking car.
All right, that's things that bother you segment, and all right, guys, so we're gonna wrap things up with how we usually do, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
With our Brew Crew email.
Vinny, where's our Brew Crew?
He's like, I have no idea.
Brew Crew at beersandbs.com. And
Brew Crew at beersandbs.com. And where can they find us? They can find us on
every fucking where now.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Mike D is all over. I'm going to be honest with you. All right? Mike D has taken the reins of making sure we are on every platform out there. Okay.
I'm trying. There's like 4 other ones. I'm working on it. Yeah.
So, I mean, you can find us where you get all your podcasts. YouTube,
Definitely
Spotify,
all your major podcasts. What is it?
Apple,
Pandora.
Pandora.
Pandora?
Yeah, Pandora.
Wow.
Apple, Amazon.
Are you saying that because like Pandora's still around? Is that why you're saying that?
No. I'm just like,
No, because that's what I said. I was like, Pandora's still around?
Really?
I don't know. I probably still pay for Pandora. So
You pay for it?
I don't know.
I'm a cheap guy. Right? Go with the free version.
Brew Crew email. All right, guys, we got 2 emails, and we'll get right into it. First one is a returning emailer, and that's Gio from Ronkonkoma.
Yo, Gio.
Gio from Ronkonkoma, and he asks, what villain in a TV show or movie do you hate the most? What villain in a TV show or movie do you hate the most? Anybody want to start?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Go. What do you got?
So the TV show was The Apprentice. The villain.
All right, I'll play the asshole.
You're
game.
fired. Your turn.
That was good, Mike. That was good.
You say I didn't read the show sheet. It took me all day to think of that.
Are you serious with that?
No, but that's my
Really good.
That's my answer.
You're breaking Vinny's heart right now.
I know. I didn't,
What about you, Vin? You got one?
One, it's going to sound really bad. I had to look this up. So I was like thinking of a villain and I didn't expect to see this name there. It was Fredo from The Godfather.
Ooh,
yeah.
Fredo, you trading
Look at-
motherfucker.
right, look at that, huh?
Trading motherfucker.
Ooh.
That is a
That's
good one. That is a real good one.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
Fredo is like the ultimate, villain.
Villain.
Turn on your
Bro, his
family.
brother?
You
Oh,
son
he
of
got
a
his
bitch.
brother killed.
Sonny?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh
saying.
my
He got his
God.
brother killed.
That's,
You know?
like you set this motherfucker up
So,
like that?
but how ironic, right? So he gets his brother killed, and then his brother gets him killed.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's go fishing, motherfucker. Anytime an Italian asks you to go fishing, just say no, okay? Sopranos, Godfather, just say no.
That is a good one, Vin.
That was a good one.
That's a real good one.
Yeah.
Gabe, what about you, buddy?
I've got three.
Ooh.
They're kind of a tie. One of them is King Joffrey from Game of
Oh,
Thrones.
that's my fucking. That was my pick.
King Joffrey?
Yeah,
Really? He's
bro.
a villain?
King Joffrey. That
He was
For coming to America?
From. Did you hear what he just said? Game
No.
of Thrones.
Oh, I don't know.
That was my pick. Gabe, you and I think a lot.
But tell me, coming to America, what was his name?
King
Chaffee Chaffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, he's a villain? And maybe as Darth Vader, but not as King Jaffy Jaffy.
No, Darth Vader's like the number one villain.
Mustafa.
Yeah.
Mustafa.
My second one is
too.
Warden Samuel Norton from Shawshank Redemption.
Oh.
Yeah, he was a scumbag.
That's a good one.
Dude, I think the guard was worse. The correction officer, the guy that
He was.
he might have been worse. But again, that's a good one.
All correction
Number one movie.
officers.
That's my number one movie.
And third one, Newman from
Oh, come on, Newman's funny.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Newman. That motherfucker.
For me, man, it was definitely Joffrey. I fucking hated that guy.
Yeah.
Dude, when he was sitting there choking to death, I was like, yeah. I never wanted someone. I was so happy to watch someone die.
This is King of Thrones?
Game of Thrones.
Oh,
You never watched Game of
No.
Thrones? Really?
I started to, and then the twin brother and sister started banging, and it was just like, it
You
turned me
lost
off.
interest?
Yeah.
Dude, that was the first episode.
Yeah. Bro, I can't get past incest. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, what am I watching here?
I thought you would like that.
It was a sexy scene, but not with brother and sister. You know what I mean?
I hated him. That's funny you said that, Gabe. All right, Gio from Ronkonkoma.
Good questions, you.
Great
Keep 'em
question.
coming.
And yeah, thanks for writing back and write again. Guys, we got one more, and that's from
Hi, Barb.
Barbara from Mastic.
Barb.
Hi, Barb.
We love you, Barb.
Barbara from Mastic. Okay, so we got a two-parter here because Barbara, we were off last week because I was sick. My fault. And Barbara has a couple. So she has a two-part question. One of her questions were, any thoughts on Beyonce's Grammy win for Best Country Album? So that was kind of relevant to last week, being that the Grammys were last Sunday. Any thoughts? I have some thoughts. I think I gotta be honest with you and swear on my kids, I never listened to this album. Are the Knicks in overtime right now? Yeah. Okay. I never listened to this overtime.
Overtime?
I never listened to this album. And so I don't know, but apparently won Best Country Album, and that sounds kind of weird to me. You know what I mean? And I would think that the people in country music might have something to say about it.
Oh my god!
You know what I mean? Gabe,
There's a guy named Chris Stapleton that's really good that did not win it for some reason.
So it was best country album, not like female country or just
Right.
overall
the
best
Grammy
country.
for Best Country Album.
All right, so
That is
let me
absolutely crazy.
Let me start off by asking: have you seen any backlash on the internet? Are people saying that she doesn't deserve the country?
I've heard some things. I've heard some people like, not so much backlash, but I heard like people like, best hip hop album. I mean, it's like Chris Stapleton. You see people like, like holding a Grammy for something like that. Just making
we
jokes
were
about
saying
it.
before, they are the king and queen of entertainment right now, Jay-Z and Beyonce. And have you seen these clips where everybody that wins an award always thanks Beyonce? Have you seen this?
No. Thanks, Beyonce.
Oh my God, Adrian, you got to look this shit up, bro.
Why Beyonce?
Because they say if you don't thank her, there will be revenge put on you, bro. Yeah. So they go up there and they're like, thank you for this award. And I just want to thank Beyonce for all her support. And like, they have to mention her.
Wow.
Yeah, Gabe, do you know about this?
No, I have not heard it, but there's, I just Googled it and there's a lot of people talking about that.
Dude, everybody that wins an award thanks Beyonce. They are a fucking cult or a mafia or whatever they're doing. They have these people wrapped up, and she puts on a cowboy hat. She wins, country music star of the year album.
Here you go. Here you go, Mike. Look at.
Celebrities thank Beyonce at award shows, so Beyonce will spare their life. So this all goes back to before many of y'all were born, starting with this girl named Aaliyah. Now, Aaliyah was a pretty famous artist that was competing with Beyonce around the time Beyonce started to get famous. Now, sadly for Aaliyah, she passed pretty early on before she actually got to hit like the peak of her career. Now, this is sad for us, but Aaliyah passing was very good for Beyonce, as if Aaliyah hadn't passed, Beyonce might not be known as like Beyonce now. Fast forward to 2013, J. Cole makes a song called She Knows, which mentions Aaliyah's passing. It also mentioned other people like Michael Jackson's passing. Or nobody really thought anything about this song until all of the Diddy stuff started coming out. And that is when people started connecting the dots. You see, Beyonce, Jay-Z, and Diddy are actually pretty close pals that go way back. Now, since all this came out, there have been theories thrown around that Diddy may have been involved in Michael Jackson's passing.
Ooh.
People also think that he may have had a hand in Aaliyah's passing. And there's some pretty hard evidence that Diddy has had a hand in some other pretty famous celebrities passing. Now, because of this, many celebrities seem to almost fear Beyonce. Like, you've all probably seen different speeches during the Grammys or VMAs or something. For no reason, celebrities are always bringing up Beyonce and like thanking her when she has nothing to do with anything. Like during one of the Grammys, Adele literally broke her
That is
award
so
because
crazy.
she
It's crazy,
beat
bro.
Beyonce.
Crazy.
Now, if all of these
I
theories
get it,
are
I
true,
get it.
it kind of
I
rewrites
think it's
history.
craziness.
Like if y'all remember back in 2009 when Kanye rushed the stage after Taylor Swift won Video of the Year and said Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
They
Looking
don't
back
make
at
a
it now,
move
people think that Kanye
without-
may have
without the
actually
king
been
and the
trying to
queen's
save
approval.
Taylor because Taylor beat Beyonce and she was kind of an outsider
we
at
get
the
it, Gabe.
time.
That's interesting to me. I don't know.
They have a montage of people thanking her at the Grammys or whatever. Bro, everybody that wins an award thanks Beyonce for her support.
Yeah, I got it.
It's like a ritual.
I never really paid attention to that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
That's-
I don't watch the show. So
That's news.
No.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Grammys either, but it was just I just thought this is Barbara's question, and I kind of like looked into it. And I was like, I was surprised. To be honest, this is the first I heard about it last week when she sent her question and I read it. And I'm like, she won Best Country Album.
You know
I
what?
knew she put a country album out, but I didn't. I'm like, really?
Me and Vinny were talking before the show, and he was like, his dream was to see Beyonce in the cowboy hat.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that. But
And some
it's just so funny.
Chaps.
She looked so like surprised.
Yeah.
I
I didn't even see the acceptance. I didn't even see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, she will. Her
Not
and
just her,
Jay-Z
the whole
had a
audience.
surprise look. It looked staged.
It looked
you know,
very
she's an
staged.
actress. She was in Austin Powers.
She was. All right. So there's our thoughts, Barbara. Whatever. I mean,
Being in Tennessee, right? I mean, so what does the country?
Oh my God, they must be up in
What
arms.
does the country?
yeah, Gabe,
real
you said that,
country
right? You said it's kind of.
Yeah. Everyone's kind of like, this is bullshit. We know this was paid for. It's not deserving. This was a DEI award.
Did what's his name win anything? Who's the guy with the dreads who had that song, the big hit, the country song over the summer?
With the dreads?
Yeah,
I don't know.
he
Country
had
song
a
with the
big
dreads.
country song over the summer.
I don't know.
It used to be a rapper and he turned into the country song. What's his name?
I'm drawing a blank. Asians are hip hop.
Talking about Jelly Roll or Post Malone.
No,
I gotta think of his name.
No.
I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
I was gonna talk shit about Snoop.
I can say anything, but I don't know. All right. So, second part of her question this week's email, she said, "Did you guys bet or win anything on the Super Bowl?" Mike, you brought it up before. You did.
Yeah, like normally I'm a loser when it comes to gambling. So I had this theory, like if I put my money on Philly, right, I lose, Kansas City will win, and I'm happy. But Philly wound up winning, so I wound up winning money, and I'm still happy, And Saquon didn't fucking break 100 yards. I'm super.
So you're really happy.
I'm super happy.
Good for you.
Everybody's like, oh, he got a ring. You know what? Kenny Pickett got a fucking ring too. What does that mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, you were there. Good for you. It was Jalen Hurts' show, and he laid it down.
They did. He did. No, as far as I bet on, like I said, Super Bowl boxes, that's about it. Did a few boxes, didn't hit on any. Vinny, right? Same as you?
Do you even have like a FanDuel app
yeah.
or anything like that? Caesars or anything?
Me, no. I don't. No, never
It
have.
doesn't entice you at all.
Not at all.
Really?
It's hard. I don't know. I just like watching football and watching games and the strategy. it's hard to watch games when they bet.
Oh my God, they're so invested.
Remember, we had a friend who used to bet on everything, and it was,
oh my God,
you couldn't even watch a game with him in the room.
They'd be screaming, throwing shit. You know?
It just made everything not fun.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine tells a story about his friend who is a degenerate gambler, right? And he'd be in his apartment. The game is on. He loses his bet. He takes the fucking broom and starts slamming the ceiling. You're not getting your fucking rent this month, motherfucker. You're not getting your fucking screaming at the landlord.
See,
Shabuzi was the guy's name.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Look it up.
You know some Shabu.
No, it's fun. So you're kind of surprised by that I don't have that?
I'm not surprised because I know you my whole life.
Yeah.
But this day and age, maybe you should have one of the apps. You know what I mean?
Dude, I've never played.
And like for the Super Bowl, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, the odds for safety was like, you put $1, you could win 50. You know what I mean? Throw $1 down. You never know. And in the Super Bowl, a lot, sometimes safeties happen and shit like that. You know,
it is crazy though, dude. You could bet like $10 and win. I know, like my brother does it, and you could win some money.
Yeah.
You follow like some of these guys that put these parlays out there, and you have to, you need Shaquan Barker to get 50 yards. You need this guy to get 10 yards. You need this guy to get a touchdown. If it all hits,
right, you parlay
like 10 grand.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I've never, like I said, I don't have any of those. I've never placed a bet.
It's actually a good thing because, obviously gambling could become an addiction and could ruin people's lives. So
yeah.
It's a great thing that you don't even fucking deal with it. You know what I mean?
Dude, I just played fantasy for the first time in my life.
And
this past year, and won. And
then talking about, I don't know if I'm going to play next year. Get the fuck out of here.
Look, I won. I have to play. I mean, I know that. You know what I mean? I got to give you guys a chance to win your money back.
But I'm surprised you're not excited about it. You know?
No, because I mean, it's like whatever. I don't know. It's not.
I came in last place, got beat by Shanae.
Bro, you get your ass beat by everybody in the league.
Well done.
Look. All my guys went down. You know that.
Yeah.
I lost every.
He had the first pick of the draft and picked.
And he didn't play for the first 9 games.
Oh my God!
I think more than that.
Screw
One of us.
Then Nico Collins went down.
Vinny had a horrible year, but he's going to bounce back next year and take the lead.
If he plays,
he's going to take the championship from Asia. Yeah. Listen, you get knocked down, you get back up again. You know what I mean?
Dude, fantasy's all it's luck.
It's fantasy.
Yeah.
A lot of it is very much luck.
You know?
It's a lot of skill involved, okay? A lot of strategy. Anyway, another great question from Barbara from Mastic, our favorite listener.
Barb, we love you. Keep it coming.
Hi, Barb.
All right, guys, that is our show. You guys got it right? You got anything else?
No?
All right. That is our show.
Well, let them know we'll be here at Painters next week on Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Come join us.
Around 8 o'clock-ish, around there.
Whoa. My screen just went dead.
You're frozen, but.
It went no internet connection.
You still got him, Gabe?
Nope, it froze.
But it's just
all right, we're ending.
Okay. Anyway, so thanks again to Painters for having us. We appreciate it. We love this place. And thanks to Bears and Chuckles. And special shout out to our cousin Vinny, all right, who came in pinch hitting, right? Last second. He came in and sat with us. And you had fun, right, Vin?
Oh, it's an honor. It's an honor to be here. You guys put together a good show.
Dude, we appreciate you being here, and we appreciate you every day. The things that you do for everybody.
Yes.
You don't get enough credit. Honestly, you have a big heart, and keep it coming.
Nick tickets.
No, you're good.
I'm on a hook.
Listen, if people don't know, Vinny is a sweet guy, and his heart is generous as generous gets.
Yes.
And,
yes.
We appreciate everything he does for everybody.
So special thanks.
And we've been dying to take you out to dinner, and for some reason we just cannot fucking make these plans happen.
I don't think he likes us.
I gotta get.
Listen, steak and eggs. We're going for steak and eggs for dinner. All right.
He's saying breakfast.
I just got a $100 gift card to go to Toast.
Oh, let's go.
No, we're supposed to take him out to dinner. Not him take us. But okay, let's go to Toast.
Toast is good.
Yeah. So thanks, Vin, for coming on, and we'll have you on again soon. I promise.
Awesome.
Okay, Gabe, thank you.
Hey, once again, great.
And guys, like, subscribe, share. Okay. And listen, thank you.
All right.
All right. Everybody have a good night.
Thank you.
Peace.